Rihanna is getting
Rihanna.
This is not a situation you want. The police coming to your home like every month, and it happened again this time at our Hollywood Hills home on Tuesday night. You can see the number of police who raced there, swarmed around her house because an alarm went off around 10:30, and their neighbors, some of her neighbors, told police that they saw as many as 3 men fleeing in a car moments before the police got there. So
yeah, Charles, like they had, and LAPD responded in full force. I've never seen a response this big.
I haven't either, Dennis. That's huge.
This was very big, and we've covered some burglaries very recently that were bigger.
It's a very big response.
No, it is a very big response, but I was going to say, I have seen this before at one of the other break-ins at her home. Maybe not this one, the one in Santa Monica.
No, Charles, it was at this home like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Remember, there was the false alarm, and they sent like 5 or 6 cars.
Yes, that's right.
Because of the history at this home.
It's, you know.
Well, this they rolled.
Then Yasiel Puig should have an army.
Well, this is they rolled out on this because they brought in commercial crimes. They had detectives all the way out there through last night and early into the morning.
So, Dennis, she was not there?
No, she was not there, and it looks like only 1 or 2 items was taken. It looked like they forced their way in and were out very quickly with the alarm.
How did they get in, Dennis?
I believe they forced entry through a back door.
So nobody's there. They take undetermined.
Right, an alarm is going off, blaring, and the neighbors saw 3 people leave.
So they grab
Dennis,
what they can quickly in and get out.
You and I have had this discussion, Dennis, now for months. But the last time that you checked, the LAPD's position was they are not targeting celebrities. Are they off that finally? Because
you know, on certain ones, on certain ones there have been. On other ones, there are so many crews that they are hitting the neighborhood. It's not just that house where Rihanna lives. You go around that neighborhood, there's 20 houses that have been hit.
But Dennis, when you look at the number of celebrities and the frequency of celebrities, I mean,
listen, I can argue this both ways because once again, it's not just celebrity house in that same neighborhood.
No,
there's 20 houses hit.
But it's so much you have to know. It's easier to hit the celebrity because they know where
they are. Oh, this is true. There are certain ones that have been targeted. Like Puig has been targeted multiple times.
But Dennis, and when you look at this, it's like you've done this job for a long time, many years, and when have you ever seen the concentration of celebrity break-ins? I get that it's happening a lot.
Well, you know what's interesting? There wasn't for a long time. Remember, they would get 1 or here, and then the last year there's been so many.
Right, which is what I'm saying. They're targeting celebrities.
But not necessarily because of the laws that have changed. When you get out, Harvey, they are hitting everywhere.
They are, but it's just too random, Dennis. There aren't that many celebrities.
I'm not saying not all of them, but there are
well,
so many burglaries right now you would not believe it.
So you guys were mentioning the Dodgers star Yasiel Puig,
who gets hit every day,
who seems to get hit almost every day. But there, we showed you some of the video of remember he has a ring alarm system now.
They were smashing open the door.
When they kicked open the door. There was also a camera in his bedroom, and we've now obtained the video that shows the burglars ransacking the room. This is... What are they looking for there?
They're just searching anywhere, and then they find a safe. You can hear them going, a safe, a safe.
That's crazy.
So this was the one, this was from, was it last week?
Like about 2 weeks ago, this one.
So, that's crazy. Here's my question. How does he have a camera in his bedroom?
Well, I mean, he's been hit 4 times, so he should have something, right?
My question is, why does he have like a couch in there or some table or something?
It also looks like he needs some more furniture.
A rug to tie the room together.
He needs something.
Well, Van, you're not Ty Pennington.
No, but I'm just saying the interior decorator could do wonders for him.
He's got an old school bed. First of all,
Van, here's the first thing. Van, I got an answer for you.
What?
They've had 4 burglaries. They took all this stuff.
They took all the stuff out of his room.
Jesus, he's lucky he has a bed left.
The interior decorator's first idea would be put up some bars.
But I'm actually being serious.
Put some bars up, and then...
It's weird. I mean, I get why he would do it, but at the same time, he has a camera in his bedroom.
Well,
he's hanging out don't listen, he's the victim here.
No.
He's living his best life.
And and Dennis, there's a safe in the room?
There was a safe.
If there's a safe in the room, then I'm going to put a camera in there too, because that's where they're going to try to go.
Just want to caution people that, and I'm not saying he did this, but if people
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying,
it's very dicey.
Also, if your home has been broken into 15 times.
I get it.
Listen, if you have that much money, hire some off-duty person who's there. Hire an actual body, because you know what? A couple weeks ago, or this weekend, remember, there's someone else came to his house, rang the doorbell like 11 o'clock at night, looking for a female who didn't live there, and then they took off. So we actually did have somebody there, which is really good.
Hi, my name is Ian Prosper. I'm from Corner Brook, Newfoundland, Canada. I think it's unfortunate that there's still people in the world that want to break into anybody's house. And I hope that Rihanna takes every step possible that she can do to keep herself safe.
Ian, I appreciate two things: your beard.
Your beard is awesome,
and
Ian.
also the fact that you pronounced Rihanna's name correctly.
Well, you didn't do that part right, but your beard is awesome.
That is a good-looking beard. That is an
Dennis,
epic
how you
beard.
like
Good
that?
coloring.
Dennis
I really
is
like
totally
it.
jealous.
I'm not jealous of that.
Awesome.
Dennis, come on.
That
Hey,
is
I
an
grew this
Dennis.
one myself. I'm proud of it.
That is awesome.
Are you suggesting that Ian didn't grow his?
No, I'm just saying I don't have beard jealousy where there's many beards.
I know.